Welcome back. Good morning, Mississippi. We're still here in the River City for our on location this morning, and we couldn't be in the River City without talking to the mayor himself, Mayor Billy Knight. Thanks for joining me this morning.
Well, thank you so much, Chuck, for coming. I want to thank you and WOA for coming to Moss Point to kind of spotlight us for the day, and it's important that our people know what we're doing, what we're trying to get done here, and thank you for helping us to get the word out.
We were talking in the break about what really is needed right now more than anything else, and we were talking about debris cleanup. That's really the main focus right now.
Yeah, when I came into office, I was talking about, beautifying our city, what our city looked like, the image of our city. And, of course, this didn't help the situation, so now I'm concerned about cleaning up our city, and we took a break for 2 weeks of picking up the debris to allow all of our people to regroup and to get all this debris to the street. Now, we got a lot of houses that no one lives in, and that's our concern. How do we get that cleaned up? So the big focus now is that we want our people to really put forth a big effort to get that debris on the street so we can pick up. On August 14th, we're going to start to pick up again.
In our conversations, we were talking about some of these buildings and these structures that have been damaged or destroyed. They weren't occupied before the tornado. They're still not occupied today. You haven't heard from the owners. So at what point does it become a code enforcement issue?
Well, we want to give people a chance, to come in. I know they've heard about the tornado. We want to give them a chance. We'll focus on the people that are here now. That's our first priority. But yes, it's going to eventually become a code issue where we're going to have to go around and get addresses, contact the people, and give them 30 days like we do with any other property that's a menace. And if we declare it a menace, then we're going to tear it down and put it on their tax roll. That's going to be the process. But we're giving them a chance to come in on their own to solve this problem.
So there are even, outside of spaces where there are structures that are destroyed, you have vacant lots that are also part of the issue.
It is. It's a lot of challenges that we have. You don't think about these things until this happens. And now we're looking at all of this, the vacant property we have, the houses that are not occupied, businesses that are not occupied. Some are damaged, some can be repaired. We're looking at all of that. And, of course, we want to be fair to the people, but at the same time, we got to clean up our city. So we're going to do what is necessary at that point to do that, but we want to give them time to come in to take care of this on their own.
Mayor, are you encouraged or are you hopeful about the multi-county disaster declaration that the governor has sent forth to FEMA?
Absolutely. That's the only way it could get done. Unfortunately, it looks like we got a lot of damage, but we did not have enough to reach that $5.2 million threshold. So it's just unfortunate that we had these other counties that he was allowed to lump together to get us up to that 9.2 is where we are now. And that allowed him to make that request to the president. So right now it's on the president's desk, and we're hoping that he will sign it, and we have no doubt that he won't. But it's just taking time, and I'm asking our people again to be patient because it's not as long as it used to be. We're almost there.
Right, so with respect to the debris, this is the main issue. You only have a certain amount of money that you've allocated for this, right? It's not a time issue, it's a money issue. So the people that get their debris out to the road sooner, if you're getting it out now, you're going to be the one to get it cleared up. Once that $2 million is gone, there's nobody else to clear this debris.
No, it's not, but if we get the declaration, then, we got a little bit more money to work with. If we don't get the declaration, then the board's just going to have to make a decision whether or not we're going to allocate more money. That means getting another note, to take care of it, because we're going to clean up our city. $2 million we think is enough, but if it's not, then we're going to have to go back to the drawing board and get a note, because we got to clean up our city. It's our responsibility to clean up our city. Sure. So one way or the other, we're going to clean up our city.
That's it. Well, you heard Jamie talking earlier about the volunteers that are needed here in Moss Point. It was a buzz of people here a little more than a month ago, right after the tornado hit. Now it has gotten quiet. The volunteers have kind of dwindled. So if you have time and you have the effort and you have the heart, as Jamie mentioned earlier, and you can come in and you can help the Moss Point or the River City get cleaned up, get the debris to the road. That way they can have everything back to the way it was before. Mayor Knight, thanks for joining me.
Thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely. So we'll have more Good Morning Mississippi right after the break.